protest, or are you more in the position of, look, this is my business, I'm protecting it, I don't care what your cause is? Go ahead. Go ahead. Need some help up? Okay, a lot of heavy stuff on there.
Yeah.
Right.
Look, I've been here for 5 days. Alright? I am not against protesting. Peaceful protesting. I'm all for it. It's your constitutional right. Period. But going after businesses, going after people, destroying somebody's life for stupidity,
No matter what the cause is.
that's not a good thing. And
today was the largest protest I had seen. Folks who were tear gas told us earlier they still intend to come out. How much longer can you do this, and how much business are you losing by the fact that you're in downtown and there seems to be perpetual protest all the time?
business, I've been losing a lot. Since the corona started till now.
Even before this.
It's a whole different level. So,
Are you hoping that... I didn't see your dog. Oh, don't touch my dog fetish on here. Are you hoping that there will be a resolution of some kind so we can get back to business as usual now?
resolution for what?
As far as the police protests, as far as people's concerns about the shootings that have taken place?
Really, they want to really protest, in my opinion, protest in the right way. But not by looting.
Say tonight was a good example of that. There wasn't any looting or...
So far, nothing happened. So far. But this is the right time when
The night is young for you.
when those roaches, they will come out and destroy everything. This is the right time for it. And you want my opinion? Look, man, this whole issue about race needs to be done, ended, period. This whole thing about, oh, police are bad, blah, 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 blah. Not all of them are bad. We're not denying the fact that there's some bad apples.
The Breonna Taylor shooting was an example of bad apples?
Had they finished with the investigation?
I couldn't hear you over the helicopters.
Did they finish the investigation yet?
The investigation into her shooting? No.
We cannot judge it. You cannot judge a book by its cover.
The fact that you know thus far about the case, about the use of no-knock warrants, are you okay with that? Do you think the no-knock warrant should be stopped, or do you think that's something that we should be allowed to continue?
As I know from people that I know, they had a legit search warrant.
Just Tom Wine, the Commonwealth's attorney here in Louisville, Jefferson County, he said at his most recent press conference that no amount of drug money, no amount of drugs is worth a human life. Should we be knocking down people's doors to get drugs and drugs?
I thought drugs are actually destroying lives.
That's what he said. That's what he said.
Hold on a second.
That's what top prosecutors
It's
said.
politic. Now, if you want to get on the politics side of this shit, or the shit show, that's a whole different level. Look,
You're going to be out here no matter how long it takes. Even if it's 5 more days, 5 more weeks.
it takes 5 more years. I've been here for 5 days. Absolutely. They actually keep checking on me every hour.
So it's good talking to you, as always, man. Be safe out here. It looks like you got plenty to be safe. I mean, do you have a magnet on here too, a can opener? Okay.
Before you change the subject, if I was the mayor of Louisville, I would walk straight to jail to have them arrest me.
Police?
I would have the jail arrest me for treason. Period.
So the mayor's committed treason. Okay.
If I was the mayor, because look, political correctness in this country is destroyed.
So you can't count on your vote in the next 4 years.
Absolutely. I would not vote for his ass. That's for
You can't run again anyway. Well, good, sir. Good speaking to you.
And the governor.
Good luck with you. And if you have a stapler, please let me know. You have a lot of stuff on there. You got a lot of... No. Oh, you're close, though. You're close. Good speaking to you, though. Good luck, though. Seriously, keep your business safe.
Now, all content belongs to USA Today, but I wanted to show you that those are the kinds of things that really do need to be said. That again, people are taking advantage of the George George Floyd's death and are using that to just pillage, plunder all these stores. What good does that do? How does that make them? How does that make George Floyd, who is now, I hope to pray to God that he is in heaven, how does he's looking down on us and saying, what the, you know what the rest of that, what are we doing? What are we doing? We are nothing but making the situation worse day by day. If you want to go out and protest, do it peacefully. That is how it works. That is what would work. That is what will hopefully change something. As that man said, not all of them are bad. I agree with him. Not all cops are bad, but there are bad apples in the police force in every state. Not just like Minneapolis or Los Angeles. Every state has bad cops, and no matter what, police cannot police themselves. Police can't police themselves. You know what that saying is. We need somebody else to monitor the police so we can feel safe, that the police will keep us safe. We don't want, when a police car comes up, worrying about ourselves being killed. We don't want to worry about that. We want to be able to trust our men and women in uniform and not have to worry and just so even if that technique that the cop used in the arrest for George Floyd, what the? It was a counterfeit $10 bill. What the hell? What could happen? You have 5 cops, or however many cops were around him. What the hell is he gonna do? You have him handcuffed on the ground. What's the point of keeping your knee on his neck for over 5 minutes? After 1 minute, you should take your knee off and put it in between the shoulder blades, like I alluded to in my last video about this. It just does not make any sense. There must have, as there has been pointing out, there was history between the two of them. Maybe it wasn't racially motivated. Maybe it wasn't. But it's because one was white, one was black, and one of them died, and that was the black. I hope it wasn't racially motivated, but if it was, then that cop should be ashamed of himself, and as I said, I do hope he is found guilty, but I am so worried because of the King riots back in '92 that he might not be found guilty. I hope he is found guilty. And so, that's all I got to say. I want to do another video because what that man said is absolutely right. Everything he said, what I said in my previous video, even better. And yes, some of the governors are not taking care of this problem in the correct way, and who knows what's going to happen over the course of the next few days. And I hope it doesn't get bad here in New England, worse than it did the other night. So, thanks a lot, and I hope you enjoyed this video, even though it's talking about a very sensitive topic. Alright.